Oh. shit. Didn't you have Rotary this morning?
Yeah, 8:30.
Oh,
Remember, we're an hour different.
yeah.
Damn. That's
Oh, well.
what?
The cushions are out in the rain. Oh, well, I'm not going to go get them.
Oh, I found some neat flannel sheet set.
Yeah,
It's at Costco. It's one of their Christmas Day specials, and they're Pendleton flannel sheets. And they have 6 different patterns.
I don't really think we need them.
Okay.
Make 2 flannels at home.
Yeah, we don't use them there much.
Well, we wouldn't really use them here. We have one set here. And
Okay. Well, these are really cool though. They're Pendleton patterns. Really neat.
Progress.
Oh, Lake Stevens is on. There they are. Hey, Don.
Hey Larry, how you doing?
I'm fair. I don't have to dress up since my camera won't work, so I can sit here with nothing on.
There you go. We're glad your camera doesn't work.
You should be.
Oh. We don't have it on the monitor right now for some reason. Yeah, it seemed to flash here, so. Oh, here we go. All right. We're live. We talked a little bit about the sound and we want to have it turned a little bit toward her.
For the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to. Okay, so Merry Christmas is a 3-day. We can do happy bucks, but we can't do raffle. Well, no tickets for raffle, but we can still do happy bucks, right? Yeah. Perfect. Hey, Brian, how are you? Hey, Brian.
How you doing?
Barely cricket. Barely.
Oh, you gotta
There's
Jim.
no pad on one
I'm
side.
gonna do a $300
What kind of job is this?
foundation.
It was straight a minute ago when you almost the bucket.
Do you? Yes.
Well,
If we get 10 committed, we'll do a table. And then we'll cancel the meeting and. The speaker today.
And then so,
Would you
right,
look up-
but you get $50 coming.
Can you do a picture right now?
I can. He mentioned that he was going to send his bio to Kendra and me.
Right. Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
I-
write it.
yes, my friend, I'm happy to, unless he did send it to my friend.
Yeah.
And that was too. Next to each other.
Sure, yeah, more than happy to.
And then, so I'm just gonna go ahead and send it in for you.
But we just want sure.
Yeah, I've got it covered.
And then I also gave
And then,
Kendra,
Oh, good, good, good.
okay.
Perfect, because we don't have anything in there.
So you got income.
So that would be great. And, I did receive the blood stuff.
What's that?
One day
This is going out to,
Take over.
or whatever, not the multiple day.
I tried for the multiple day, the mill, talked with Mercury and Jill and Dawn, and that won't work. But, Brian's gonna talk with his pastor, Wesley, and see if they can do the multiple day. We still have some logistics to figure out, and, or not, or whatever you think.
Well, however.
Okay.
Sounds good. Whatever we can do.
But then she's talking about maybe partnering with, I don't know, they just have a location, they wanna do a continued Wednesday.
Good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
So much.
Oh, no, good for having me. Good.
So it's 7.
Got some kind of school bus.
Good morning, this is, so Rochelle, this is Nick Salmon.
Hey, good morning.
And then Michelle Fuller.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
No, it's not this weekend. No, it's good. She said she'd be here near 7:30.
There we go.
Oh, great.
Um, Yeah, I do have a presentation on the stick.
We have our ICU group, the data whisperer.
Okay.
Can help you get that set up.
Cool, I will give it to him.
Like to pass.
Yeah.
Very specific rules.
Yeah.
You don't cross boundaries. So Chris, this is my friend Nick Salmon.
Hey, nice to meet you. How you doing?
All right, so
Yeah, so
and then Kendra did say there's some on Zoom.
okay,
And then just hang out and not, and then everybody will see.
okay.
It's,
Oh, okay.
and then the speaker is here.
So
Okay, cool. It is whichever's easier, the PowerPoint probably.
probably, yeah, I think we just need to, this is a Chromebook, so it's not gonna have, hello,
All the PDF works.
let's see what happens here. Okay, that looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think when the time comes, oh, is it? Let's see if we can
Should we
do,
do the PowerPoint? Sorry.
yeah, I could, yeah, definitely. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to this one. And we'll just leave that open. There's a Zoom app.
Okay.
So if you were gonna do this, I would just hit escape,
Okay.
get out of full screen. And
Okay.
You should be rocking and rolling.
Okay. And then are they gonna be able to see it on Zoom? Or?
Oh, you'll need to
Okay.
share. Sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So
just share,
hit share.
and then probably just do desktop.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, because application they would probably want to. I mean, you can select Chrome as your application, but I would just do desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
We'll do that. Super. Thank you.
Right, it's right adjacent. You know where that housing area is there? Yeah, right. Yeah, it's right across. But I guess when you get to the top of the hill, it's your fucking see, it's a 300 feet.
That sounds amazing.
Sorry, Rochelle. I printed this in case.
Awesome.
Okay.
I love it. That's so awesome.
So,
Excellent, excellent. Yeah.
yeah. So that.
It is big, Brian said.
I was coming over. to fix it, but,
This is,
no, it's
this is a
just
Rubus
Friday.
installation, and it's excellent.
Yeah.
Rubus, not
Don't
Rebus.
put that on me.
But we do.
I didn't do that. Someone told me to do that. That's not.
It is Rubus, like Lewis.
That's
No,
true.
I think that's.
What are you being
I
blamed
think
for
that's
now?
used to not our Joe Rubus.
No,
Yeah, I know. I know, but-
So we're gonna
yeah,
have,
yeah, and even Joe. did, but it's fine.
I don't know, I never say it, 'cause I don't know. So what we need to do is just repeat his last name over until it becomes a habit in your brain,
Well, you know,
and then you're all good.
Lewis like-
I used to do this.
Lewis like Lewis.
Everybody calls me Bruce.
Well, yeah, and it's not, sound the same.
It's not as direct.
I mean, yes, you're helping.
That's what, I don't go by it.
You want,
No, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's just what I, like, cause I can't. I would celebrate you. It's like you're starting, then I think it's a compliment. So-
Okay, we're ready, we're ready to roll? Are we ready, Fred? Gary, would you
Yes.
like to lead us this morning? That'd be amazing. Good morning, Zoomers. We have 3 Zoomers. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Jack. Hi, Lance.
Yeah, we got somebody up there.
Larry's having an
out in
explosion.
Space.
That's hilarious.
Larry, you're always out in space. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And the 4-way test.
First.
Is
Oh, no.
it the truth?
Is it Gary?
Is it fair?
Is it fair to all?
Yes, sir.
Goodwill and better friendships. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? What's 5th?
Bacon.
What's 6?
Beer.
What's 7?
Bacon.
Yo!
Oh,
Proud.
thank you, Gary. That was awesome. Love the sweater. Miss Eileen, can you share a Friday inspirational quote this morning?
I can, and today's quote comes from Jane Goodall, and it is, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make."
Good one. And then you'll be putting that one up on the
I
page?
will.
Awesome
Yes,
sauce. That's a good, thank you very much. That's a good one. Okay, our guests today, our speaker, who we will introduce later. Thank you for coming, Nick. And let's see, no birthdays this week, no anniversaries, no Rotary anniversaries. I have a couple announcements. Let me see here. Okay. So we have something going on tonight.
Get out of here. What's going on tonight?
I can't remember what it is, but we have something going on.
Busy.
You're busy? You're coming. You better come. Okay. Don't be late. It's 5:30 at Meatheads. Ugly sweater. Ugly sweater. White elephant, up to $15 limit. We're gonna do a little photo booth. There'll be plenty of beer, cider, wine, brisket, pulled pork, and the sides, and fun. So we have 33 out of 42 signed up, which is awesome. And I think it's going to be a really fun time. So thank you everyone for getting back to Gary's last minute emergency email. That was awesome. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I do want to let everyone know, remind you that infamous Kiwanian Gary Wolf's memorial is tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Ebenezer. And he was a super supporter of Lake Stevens and our kids. And every time I would run into Gary, he would talk to me about doing a joint effort program or project or fundraiser or something with all the service clubs. That was his big push. He's just an awesome guy. So that's tomorrow at 1. If anyone wants to go, and that's at Ebenezer. On the 18th, we're still doing our sleigh stop, which is in support of the Chamber's Light Up Lake Stevens event. So that's going to be downtown at the mill, and we'll give away candy canes and whatever else we figure out about 5 minutes before we're supposed to start. And we're going to encourage everyone to stop by and see us on their way through town as they run through the digital map of all the houses that are participating in the Holiday Lights contest. On the 21st, our Rotarians in Action have a food drive collecting food at Hagen's, starting at 4:30 for the food bank. That's super fun. And Brian sent out a sign-up sheet, so that'd be great if you go through that portal to sign up, because then Brian can track you and we'll know how many people are coming. That will make Kyle and Amy very happy, I'm sure.
That's at Hagen's?
It's at Hagen's, starting at 4:30.
How many do we want? I mean, do we want?
We have 2 so far. Right?
2 of the minimum.
Yeah, but.
I mean, if we get
What's
4,
the
that'd
max?
be, 4 would be nice. I mean,
For sure.
I mean,
But do you want 10 or 12 or?
So 2 to 6, 4 is reasonable.
Yeah.
Dress up as Santa, be really fun. I don't know if you know how to do that, Jim, or not, but. Well, in a Rotarian.
Dress up as-
You might be able to get some glasses somewhere.
Yeah. You also want community members, they require to participate, or is it for the only Rotary? Absolutely, community members can, even on the portal that you sign up on, is option for, I'd love to bring my family and friends. Okay, so with the student thing, my grandpa's at Ashley Point, who's quite elderly, but he used to be very involved in their community back in the day. So he wants to participate, but he obviously can't be lifting heavy things or whatever. Is that still a possibility for him to be involved? Absolutely. So really what our role is to just kind of man a table, hand out that has food bank donations, welcome sign on it, hand out little flyers and people say, this is our wish list. Please donate. So he could sit there or stand there or.
Stick it in the basket, that's all you have.
Yeah.
And hope the basket overflows.
Or that.
You just say stick it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he could come out for a half hour, an hour, as long as he wants, or short as he wants, just part of it. Cool, that'd be fun, yeah. Also, when we post it, other community members come intentionally to bring their food, which is kind of fun. That was a surprise to me. I always assumed we would just get people that went in and out of the weekend.
Awesome. Okay, so one more thing here. So Amy brought this to us. Everett YMCA is sponsoring an inspirational breakfast, and it is January 14th. It's a Friday. It starts at 7 a.m. It's 7 to 9 at the, what are they calling it now? The Angel of the Winds, what, arena or? Okay, Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett, starting, like I said, at 7. If we have 10 people that are interested in going, it's $30 a seat, and we'll get a table of 10. And of course, more are welcome, but we will cancel our regular meeting and have that event in lieu of, because it's supposed to be an amazing event. And who doesn't want to start a Friday or their weekend at a Martin Luther King inspirational breakfast? Like, come on, that'll get you through the whole next week, right? So is there anyone that's interested in going to the breakfast at 7 a.m. for $30 a head?
I understand the idea, but it just depends on my set.
Okay, so raise them up again, because I can't see through my trees. Kendra, the realtor. Amy, are you gonna sit with us? Nope. Maybe. Okay, so I have 3. Dawn?
Not sure yet.
Okay, Dawn, maybe. Okay, so we have 3. So how long do we have? I didn't see a link on here to register or anything. How did that happen?
QR code.
Oh,
And there's
I
also.
can't see through the trees.
It's okay. Yeah. I would say you have until January 14th. And I'd be happy to sit with you all.
Oh, okay, awesome. Amy.
Make up for it.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be an amazing event. And I did put, if you want to take one of these beautiful flyers, so you have more information, or you want to use a QR code to pay, I put a stack of them on the table by the door. So please feel free to pick them
I'll
up.
bring some of these tonight.
Awesome.
I'll take
We'll
a
have an
photo of it
inspirational
and
holiday
Put
party.
it in the
Website.
website.
Love it. Awesome. Great. And then Eileen, if you maybe want to take a picture and put it on our Facebook page and kind of, I was going to take the contrast. Yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay. Reports. That was my report. Ken's not here. Lori's off today. Secretary Gary O'Reilly, do you have anything for us today?
The only thing I have is, we had a board meeting last night, and the next board meeting is Thursday, January 13th. And just a reminder, if you've done any committee work, anything that involves Rotary, such as some of the things that Amy does, let me know your hours so I can put them in our service activities. That's it.
Fabulous. Thank you. Chris Vallow, President-elect report.
Nothing new. I did go to PETS, which was really a phenomenal thing. Met a lot of people there. Learned a few things. We can kind of set the next staff on, and pretty much a continuation of this last PET. So that's it.
Awesome. We're really looking forward to having a trained president.
Yeah. He needs a lot of training too.
Continuously.
That's awesome. Okay, Don Iverson, Club Services.
Well, I think the coffee turned out really well.
The coffee's really good today.
Yeah, we've got great volunteers that do all this wonderful stuff. The IT is working. And
Yep, and we have 4 Zoomers now.
yeah,
We're Zooming it.
yeah. So I guess all is good unless I hear otherwise.
The lights are on. Okay, so moving on. Mr. Brian Ruiz. Ruiz.
So you already pretty much went through everything tonight.
I did not talk about what we adopted.
So we've adopted the skate park officially now.
The whole park.
Yeah, the whole park.
The whole
It's skate
shebang.
park. It's literally the whole park. So it's the dog area and the wetlands were kind of added to it. We originally asked for kind of the skate park area, but they wanted the whole thing. The dog park currently has a Facebook group that goes out to it, so we'll coordinate with them. So luckily, that's all street. So yeah, so I'll put together something in January 1st to kind of get out there and do something. There's quite a lot for us to do to get it kind of cleaned up, tree wells and put some more bark down in the playground area and things like that. So, details to come.
Should we talk about Lundin Park too? Or?
Yes, we should.
Yeah. So I'm gonna also go through Lundin, see if there's anything immediately, and plan that too, because technically we also adopted Lundin.
Names of the sign when you go in there, yeah.
We haven't been doing anything, and it's been in pretty good shape.
Right.
You pretty much doing the whole work there.
Yeah, sure they've been doing it. But those are projects we can knock out, sure.
Brian, I'm happy to walk Lundin with you. That makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, just somebody need to go to the park department to see, ask if there's anything we can do or.
We can do that too. We can talk to Jill.
And do you have a steering committee that you'd like new members for?
So I'm doing all this kind of stuff, so thanks, Michelle. Yeah, we're gonna need members for the, how do we go about that, Michelle?
So we're talking about exploring bringing the BMX track, helping facilitate that like we did with the skate park to Cavallero Park. And so Brian has been talking with the county and other people in the know. And so now we would like to or Brian would like to put together a small committee of people to do more investigative work and come back to us and see if this is a doable thing, if we should get behind it, what it's going to take, and all of the details. Because we are looking for another project. And even though we didn't pay for 100% of that amazing skate park, we really were the catalyst that got it going again and got it put in. And we can do the same thing for possibly the BMX track, because the county they're interested and they're excited. So maybe we need to light some fires. So we just need to form a small committee to do the work. Is there anyone that's interested in being BMX committee? Okay, Chris, Carrie.
Their plan of where, so originally the skate park.
Speak up, John Spencer.
So.
John Spencer.
John Spencer's not raising his hand.
There's a, sorry.
Are you guys going to existing wetlands?
It's on me.
You know.
Is he winking? He's kind of winking.
There, but just kind of, I won't grab it, but the skate park makes the most sense just because to go in.
Yeah.
There's a BMX group, that will run it and everything else already, so it takes care of the track and everything. So they're prepared to step in.
There he is.
Good morning. Good morning, John. We see you, and we always see you, Lance. Good morning, Mr. Seahawk. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 members of your committee and you. So then this is going to be a really cool passion project of Bryant's, because he has a background in BMX and family fun in BMX. So this is super cool that you guys signed up to do that with him. Okay, next up, Foundation, Jim Hagan.
Yeah, we're doing wonderful. We do have that $300 match thing that's going on to the end of the year. We've got a few people that are doing it, Don and Gary and Lauren, so that's great. Are you?
Pay you or?
Yeah, pay the club. But
You can pay me.
But so, and I forgot that they said that if we do our thing with the giving and we do this, we're going to be super special or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what? We don't want super stress.
Oh, no. That's extra.
Did you say super special or super stressful?
Super special.
Oh, super special.
I heard stressful as well.
I did too, and I'm like, I'm not paying for that.
No, super special. Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna be.
Did you bring the balance sheet so people know where they are in their giving
No.
for the year? Okay, perfect.
I did write down
But I
super
could-
special.
Yeah, but I could, if you want to reach out.
Also
to me,
known
I
as
can-
stressful.
I can give you that information, so.
Okay, cool. Because I don't remember. I'm going to do it too, but I don't remember what my number is. Okay, awesome, awesome. International, Tracy is in Hawaii and not zooming in this morning. I don't know why, but I did see a picture of where she's staying, and it's an amazingly beautiful view. Amazing. Membership, Ron is not here. Lance, vocational services, do you have anything this morning?
Let me run through a few quick things. First of all, the club and the community have raised over $2,000 for the Dean Franz Memorial Scholarship that we'll give away next year. So great job, club, and great job, community. Background checks, you're going to receive one more email from me if you've not responded to background checks for our youth protection policy, and then I'll reach out individually and try to get the rest of the club. The goal is to get the whole club past background checks so that we can all volunteer with youth. And then scholarships, just stay tuned. We will start meeting in February, the vocational committee, to prepare for giving our next year's worth of scholarships. So any new members of the club that want to join the vocational committee, let me know. Thanks.
Thank you. Scouting, Vallo, anything?
Nothing new there, everything seems to be working pretty good.
Super awesome. Kendra, anything on programs?
Nothing new. I'm excited for our thing. It's going to be great. And I appreciate everyone offering their ideas and extending context to speakers. Amy's been particularly really awesome about it. So
Do you have, is January covered?
actually, I think I have to schedule one other person that wants to be in January, but so if there's one other date left, if we take that date, then it's cool.
Awesome. And then on the 14th is our maybe cancellation day, possibly,
Oh, okay, yeah.
if we do our inspiration breakfast. So that person would need to be bumped, unless they want to come and sit at our table,
Yeah.
which they're welcome to do. Okay.
Well, who knows?
Okay, Mr. Martin, homeowner, anything?
Nothing to report.
Do you have a backyard?
Nope. I do have a lot of smart bulbs though.
You what?
Smart bulbs. I've replaced every bulb in my downstairs with a smart bulb.
Because you're a data guy.
Yeah. I've
You
got
like bulbs over
automation,
lawn.
You know.
Can you like stroke them or like
Oh,
play
yeah.
the music?
Yeah, I've got automations that, turn off automatically at night, all the fun stuff. That's what I've been doing.
That's super fun.
We would expect nothing less from an IT expert.
100%. But remember, you have a mortgage payment coming up.
I know. Fun has to stop.
That's the thing. And
You have
sewer
that on
and
automatic?
cow beauty.
What?
You have that on automatic?
Yeah. We're working on that.
That's awesome. Public relations, Eileen.
Yes, just if you hear something that's going on in the community, because I personally am not, I don't follow every single, community service, group or service organization, please send me a link so I can get that shared on our site. Because we obviously want to support those who support us and our community.
Thank you. Awesome. Kyle is not here today, so we're moving into, today is a free day. Happy holidays as far as raffle and anything you were going to pay at the counter. We still will do Happy Bucks. Who would love to be our Sergeant of Arms? Chris Martin.
Really?
That's so awesome of you. Wow. Thank you. So let's, do you want to do fines or should we just move right into Happy Bucks and be happy and then go to the party?
Do both.
I think that'd be
Here's
really
the
funny.
Do both? Okay. So here's my tip. Be kind, but get the money.
Wait, so is this for our blind people?
Yep.
Okay.
But you don't have to. We can do all Happy Bucks, which is very
anyone
happy.
who's not wearing Christmas attire has to pay.
This is Christmas.
Oh, that's Christmas. Cool. Wow, this is really powerful. Okay. That's Christmas in my book. I'm pretty lenient.
It's right.
Kind of
Come on,
Christmas.
You got Christmas?
I can't see through the trees.
Okay. Well,
I'm Christmas.
you're Christmas.
I'm saving a buck.
I don't know. Anyone,
He's going to do that.
anyone who doesn't have a design on their map?
Anyone with or without?
Anyone without a design on their map?
Bless I sneeze.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun tonight.
Do we have a last one in?
Wait, I'll just draw one.
No. I don't see any Christmas on Zoomers.
Yeah.
I don't see Zoomers with any Christmas stuff on.
You're supposed to collect the money. And then I'm like trying to give you.
Lance. Lance is looking for holiday stuff.
I don't.
I went out and get an ornament off the tree. It would work. Save a buck.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Here we go, wait a minute.
I don't feel very good doing this.
That's a sign.
Okay.
Yeah, you can improve.
Oh,
Can we move on to the Happy Bucks now?
Is that an improvement though, Amy? Be a good
Let's
human
do Happy
and
Bucks.
let's go to,
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Rita whisper, 0110.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, we're moving on to Happy Bucks.
I'll do a happy buck and I gave some money, but you all know that Kyle's wife has been going through some cancer issues. And I think she had surgery this week, I think. So please keep Kyle and his wife and his family in your prayers. Kyle does come from a rather large family and it's got a lot of tremendous support, but just keep them in your thoughts.
I actually turned in my own check for Happy Bucks. I'm just happy it's Friday. that it's Christmas and I'm finally gonna be able to put up some lights this weekend. Yay.
Nice, in the spirit.
Happy Friday, I can't wait for the Christmas party, and here's some more money for the Dean Farm Scholarship.
Yay!
I just kicked them in too. Here's the Happy Five. I went to the Kraken game last night. It was pretty cool. But like Rochelle said, the Kraken were lacking and they got beat.
Kraken were lacking.
Wow.
Can I use that? Hold on. Yeah.
That was good. And then one last thing. If you're interested, Langston's got this old landfill site where he used to have a dump, and we're having a tour of it. I'm going to have a tour. Brian's coming out. Well, it's all sort of, we're kind of looking at it for possible future park.
Can Don bring his fish?
So, but it's at 9 o'clock today, and if you're interested, take a look at it. It's a big mountain, but it's all covered. I guess it's above the trees when you get it up. It's a nice view.
Is there hiking involved?
Burnt gas.
Yeah, I think there is, but it's getting almost done now, so they're thinking about things to do with it.
Where's it located, Jeff?
It's off of 116.
By Purple Kennedy area, you go up that road, by 4th and 131st.
Okay.
If you go by the Boys and Girls Club to 116th, you take a right and you just go follow down. It's past Constitution Park. It's on the right-hand side. There's a gate, hill, and gases.
Yeah.
Could be a hell of a park.
It's like 50 acres or something like that. Wow.
Awesome.
So.
You mentioned fish. I'm happy because I got my fish installed for my aquaponics system. It came all the way from like Maryland. But they made it so they're eating, and so I'm looking forward maybe in a year or so to start having fish to eat. That's cool. Yeah. And the fish is good.
I had Happy Bucks just returned from Tahoe and surprised a girlfriend who's graduating from her nursing degree. And so it was very emotional. And she's pregnant too, so she was like crying. So it was fun.
Because today is Friday. It's a good day.
Always happens, right, right?
I have Happy Bucks. Perfect. Very good. I'm super happy. This is our family's favorite season. My kids are fully vaccinated and Brian got his booster, so that feels really good.
I've got a happy 10. My son Zach got his leave approved, so he'll be down for Christmas on my birthday.
Looking forward to tonight's ugly sweater contest.
Oh, can I say one more thing? I just want to thank everybody for those who came out to Bruno to support Charlotte's event yesterday. It's
Rotary Club supported last night too.
Yeah, we did. That pizza was good.
Hey, what about the Zoomers?
I've got one.
You got one? Okay.
Okay, I'm a Venmoer and I'll do a happy 10. Okay, this is a shameless plug, but I'm paying for it. So I was nominated for Snohomish County Reader's Choice Best Realtor or Best Real Estate Agent at the Herald. So if you could go in, I'm in the people category and vote early, vote often. They allow you to vote a bazillion times a day, and I'll be very sad and cry if I lose because I never lose. So please go in, vote early, vote often, spread the word.
Are you giving us the financial incentive to do that?
So I think I might, but then I'm like, well, how would that work? Because I don't know if they'll tell me how many votes at the end. And there's no way to prove who voted, right? So I don't know. I'm thinking about possibly a donation or vote. So yeah, so it's on HeraldNet, HeraldNet.com or whatever it is, and it's in the Reader's Choice contest under people. Rochelle Plover.
Is it on now?
It's on now. Started this morning. It runs the 10th through the 22nd.
There was a big ad in the paper today with all of the locations and everything like that.
And so also, LJ's is on there, Rustic Cork is on there, Sherwood's on there several times. Of course, we always support Sherwood. So go through all the categories. There's services, there's people, Dietrich's Espresso. There's lots of great people and services and companies that are on there. So please go vote, and it's fun too. And you can vote early, vote often, vote all day long.
All day long.
All day. You know what I'm gonna be doing for 12 days. Like, don't call me because I'm not voting.
Priorities.
Yeah. Not losing. Okay.
I'll do a happy 10. Thanks, Rochelle, for sharing about Sherwood as well. So look for us. And I'm just $10 happy that my shoulder is healing well and I can now lift 10 pounds according to my doctor yesterday.
Wow. Congratulations.
Anybody else?
Jack, that tail looks like a thumb being raised.
My cat, of course, has happy bucks, but we'll see if he can afford to pay for them. But he's happy. He's getting fed every day.
That's a good one. John, are you happy? You're muted.
There we go. I have a story to tell you that made me very happy. I was in Chelan this last weekend. I stayed at a little cafe motel in town, and I had stayed there because I had heard that it was purchased by the family that owns the cafe at Stehekin, and it is their daughter and son-in-law that have it, and they're operating it. I got to chatting with them, and the woman who was in charge said that her husband is commuting back and forth over the mountains, because I was complaining about driving through Monroe and how tough that gets to be. And I said, well, you got to be kidding me. He commutes over to across the mountains from here? And she says, oh yeah. And I said, well, where does he work? He works in Lake Stevens. I said, wait a minute, I'm from Lake Stevens. I said, what's he doing? He said, he's a fireman for the Lake Stevens Regional Fire Department. And I said, and she said, well, he's washing dishes right now. So he came out and I said, so you save lives and then wash dishes? And he says, yeah, I'm the guy. At any rate, I asked him if he knew O'Reilly, or not O'Reilly, but Chief O'Brien. And he said, oh yeah, I know Chief O'Brien. That's a great organization. I really like what's going on. So I'm happy to give $10 for an organization that's got that kind of reputation. Way to go, Chief.
That's awesome. Larry,
Yes,
you're in the spirit.
I'm very serious. I'm Christmas serious.
You look kind of prickly again today, but in a different way.
Yeah. Well, I sent in my 25 happy check for the month of December, so I'm happy all month. And it's raining in the desert now, so everything in the desert is very happy.
Perfect, thank you. What about you, Mr. Martin?
Oh. Almost got it. No.
Because you have a mortgage coming up.
I've got a mortgage. I can't pay my mortgage because of this club. I'm excited for the party tonight. Can't wait. Okay, are we done?
You didn't say anything. What are you happy for?
Oh, I'm excited for the party tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course you are. Thank you.
Can't you
And voting for me on Harold.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to meeting your girlfriend.
Oh, boy. Excited to meet everybody.
We'll be good. Don't worry. We'll be good. Okay, so we're on time. Who wants to do the introduction of our amazing speaker? What did I do with this? Nick Salmon.
Yeah, here I have. Oh, wait, do you have something?
I do, because I did.
Oh,
He can't, no, you do it. Come. This is your committee.
all right.
Be careful of the cords.
Yes, yeah, that would be terrible.
There you go.
All right, so Nick Salmon,
Nick's personal mission is to teach busy people how to take back control of their lives so they can achieve goals that were once beyond their wildest dreams. He's an award-winning public speaker who has inspired hundreds of people to reconsider how they are living their lives and show them that small lifestyle changes deliver massive results. This morning, Nick will share with you or with us the 3 underlying principles for achieving success and how they apply to all areas of your life. Nick.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Zoomers. I'm going to stand out here. Sorry?
You take your back.
I can? Okay. It's new rules everywhere, isn't it? Over here we go. But thank you so much for having me this morning. Thank you for the introduction. Lovely to see you all here and on Zoom too. I'm still adjusting the hybrid meetings, so I'm sorry if you get a lot of my back. There's actually a link to my Instagram, so if you could just follow me, that'd be great, and then you can shut your cameras off. Thank you. I was in preparing to come see you all this morning. I was talking to Amy and Kendra and asking, you know, what should I come and talk about? As my introduction said, you know, I love studying success and personal improvement. I've written books on it. I follow stories and really it's how I live my life. I'm really excited about personal improvement and personal development. And I thought, you know, what can I come and talk to you about? And Amy sent me the 4-way test and I read it. I didn't realize I'd be tested on it this morning, but and the themes of the Rotary Club. And so I went and researched the Rotary organization. And what is it? 1.4 million members worldwide, some 50,000 odd clubs. And I thought, what on earth am I going to teach an organization that is that successful about? And I thought, oh, come and talk about success and improvement and taking back control of your life. And that will be really exciting. And everyone will want to go out of here and establish new goals and redefine what they want out of life. And then I was reminded of a story that I was once told. You may guess from my accent, I'm not from around here, from the UK originally. And I was working at the time with Boeing in the UK, and we were drawing up a plan for a very important piece of software. And I was working with the program manager over in Seattle, and I was going through it, and I said, well, you know, we really need to squeeze this in through Christmas, before Christmas. And so we went through our plan chart, and it all looked good, and all the documents were coming home, and everything looked great. And I said, excellent, and it looks like we'll deliver it on or around the 15th of December, which is fantastic, because we're kind of 2 weeks-ish ahead of Christmas, and we'll definitely get it done. And there was silence on the other end of the phone. And then he went, oh, Nick, have you looked at the US calendar? And I said, well, isn't it the same as ours? You just write the date backwards? And he said, no. He said, you're missing something. He said, Thanksgiving. I said, well, that's only like 2 days. He went, no. We all career into Thanksgiving. Everyone's got lots of energy and we're doing lots of things. And then we hit Thanksgiving and it's the slow road to Christmas. He said, I call it the sleepy season. We're all just on a general wind down from the end of November all the way to Christmas. So what I thought is, I need to address that. I recognize some of you may be on Zoom or some of you in the room, you're not really interested in goals. You're not really interested in achieving success. So instead, I'm going to tailor each point I make today to the season, to the sleepy season. But I also recognize that some of you may be a couple of eggnogs in already this morning. And so in order for you to recognize when I'm giving you a relevant point, I will don this hat. When I'm wearing the hat, you can wake up from your boozy slumber and maybe just take a couple of notes about what to do during the sleepy season. Do we think that's going to work for everyone? Okay. I am going to turn on a couple of slides for you. Hopefully. Oh, that one. And hopefully, can I do full screen somehow here? Maybe we'll just go with that, shall we? Can you guys see that on the Zoom meeting? All right.
Yes.
Great. Excellent. I'm not quite sure.
I was raising my thumbs, but you guys couldn't see it.
Thank you, Lynn.
So this morning, I would like to talk to you all about success. What do I mean by success? What's a good definition of success? Any ideas?
A lack of failure.
A lack of failure. I like it. Yeah, success is the opposite of failure. Any other suggestions?
I think it's different to every single person in the world.
Okay. Can we measure success?
Each individual person can measure their success.
Interesting. So there's no universal rules when it comes to success.
I think there's stereotypes.
Right. And what
Money.
kind? Right. Money is a great one. Yeah. Yeah.
All, whatever, but that's not, some people don't have.
Right.
A lot of people.
Right.
Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah. Any other thoughts, suggestions on what success
Checking off the goals.
Checking off goals. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm successful, but I love checking goals off. Yeah,
I'm like,
absolutely.
woke up today. Check.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Whatever your list is, right?
Right. Again, maybe there's something more personal about success. I think too often in the wider world, we just think about money. We think about stuff. Oh, they live in the big house on the hill. They're successful. Oh, look at where they vacation. That's success. Oh, look at how much money they make. That's what success is. And so, as I say, I've researched this for years, and the best definition I found of success is from a man called Earl Nightingale. And how many of you have, we'll just do the, There we go. Earl Nightingale's definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. The progressive realization of a worthy goal. And I love that definition for two reasons. First of all, it's a progressive realization. It's a continuing journey. You don't just achieve success and then you sit there and you continue to be successful. You have to keep doing what you did to get you there. Success is not a destination. Just because Peter is successful doesn't mean he's going to continue to be unless he continues to do the stuff that got him there. So I love this definition because it's progressive, where it's a journey, it's not a destination. The other thing I like about this definition is exactly what Rochelle said. It's the realization of a worthy goal. What is a worthy goal?
Basically not robbing a bank.
Right, exactly. Right, it's a worthy goal. A worthy goal may be to avoid failure. A worthy goal, may be to put automatic lighting in your house. That is a worthy goal.
It is.
And that's what I want you to hold on to throughout this whole presentation. It's a progressive realization, it's not a destination, and it's a worthy goal, which means it's personal. Something that's worthy for me and worthwhile will probably not be for anyone else in this room. You all have your own individual definition of success. This is one that I struggle with enormously. And the reason I struggle with it is this thing called comparison. Tony Robbins says, comparison is the thief of joy. And I love that quote because it's absolutely true. I buy a new truck, I pull in the parking lot, someone's got a nicer truck. I go on a vacation, I take some pictures, someone's staying in a nicer hotel. And that robs me of my joy and my excitement. So much so that I actually have a sign stuck up in my bedroom that says, the only person I'm competing against is the man I was yesterday. Again, it's about your own personal objective. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. They don't have things to deal with that you have to deal with. They are not you. We are all unique in our own special way. So focus on what is my worthy goal? What's my definition of success? Rather than looking around you for it. Okay, so we've established what we think success might mean. So what are these three key fundamentals that all successful people or any success in life requires? Well, in order to do that, let's take someone who hopefully it's a worthy goal, but we can all agree is a pretty successful person. Have you all heard of this guy called Michael Phelps? He does quite a lot of swimming. Michael Phelps, I think, has won the most Olympic medals of all time, 23 golds, 28 medals overall. Very, very successful at swimming. He might not be successful in other areas of life, but let's focus on his swimming success. Michael Phelps trains when he's preparing for the Olympics, maybe 5, 6, 7 hours a day, 6 days a week. He swims in a week 8,000 meters. Now, I'll US that for you, it's 50 miles. But still, it's a heck of a long way. Every 6 days a week for almost a full working day. So why is he successful? Because he has a laser focus. He is focused on nothing else but that next gold medal. So the first principle I want you to take away of achieving success is focus. How many of you in this room have a goal or an objective or something you want to achieve in the near future? Want to show of hands? Right. How are you getting on with that goal? Are you making good progress? Are you aware of what it is? Is it coming to the end of the year and you're going to make it, or you're not quite? How do you feel about, anyone want to share how they feel about their goal? Feeling good? Feeling they can do better? Any thoughts? Silence. Which means we're not shouting from the rooftops, so we're doing a great job.
I'll say mine, I'll share mine.
Yeah,
So
do.
I have in my office a whole wall-sized whiteboard. It's huge, and I use it every day. And at the beginning of the year, I decide how many houses I want to sell. I'm a realtor, right?
Right.
Vote for me.
Hang on a second.
So I have this huge whiteboard, and at the beginning of the year, I decide how many houses is my goal, because I compete against myself every year. I don't look around me because that kills me. I just put my head down and go. And I write them all out. I get a number for each line, and seeing it every day or every other day when I'm at my desk, I hit the goal. I always crush it, and I raise it every year. And by being in my face and seeing those lines fill up and where I still need to get, it's huge.
Right.
It's huge.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm a visual.
Do we think Rochelle has any level of focus on her goal at all?
No.
Anything? No, not really. You're kind of half-hearted about that. I'm really disappointed.
Laser. That's where also getting
But exactly that. So Rochelle looks at her goal every single day, multiple times a day. And I'm a massive fan of doing that. Too many times, particularly maybe January, we'll write down a New Year's resolution and say, this year's going to be different. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up. I'm going to exercise. And we write it down and then we forget.
I think motivation goes along with it.
Right, right. And again, Rochelle's seeing the motivations. She's seeing the progress that she's making, and that motivates you to do more and pushes you forward. The biggest thing I would say, and it's so simple, is get up in the morning and just write your goal out and look at it. Look at it. That's all. It takes minutes in every day. So many times people come to me and they say, "Oh, you know, I'm not really making too much progress on my goal. I really wanted to, start training for a half marathon. I'm not getting that." And I'm like, "Well, why aren't you making progress?" "Oh, well, I just don't have time with my work and with the kids and this, that, and the other." I don't have time is the biggest excuse for anything. We're all too busy. We don't have time. Well, I'm here to say that's utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. We all have the same number of hours in the day as Michael Phelps or any other successful person we can think of. But we prioritize other things. And that's fine. You have to prioritize your job. Some of us have a mortgage to pay. You have to go and work. But focusing on your goal is the most important thing. If you make your goal a priority, then the success will flow from it. Focus is key. Okay, it's hat time. So how do we translate focus into the sleepy season? I don't know about you, but I have a panic attack kind of late November, early December, every single year. And it's got a lot worse. Because the great people at Amazon have started sending an Amazon Christmas catalog. How many people get the Amazon Christmas catalog? It goes, exactly. They're coming for you, trust me. The Amazon Christmas catalog, I think the first year they did it was a couple of years ago. And it appeared and the kids go, wow. And they flick through it and they pick out a Sharpie and put rings around every single thing that they want. And this year, Amazon got even cleverer. They gave them stickers. So now they've made it fun and interactive for the kids to make an endless list of demands. And by the time this catalog gets to the first week of December, it's all torn apart and big rings and stickers and everything. And I look at it and go, oh my goodness, what am I going to get these kids? They've circled 120 things in here. I can't possibly do all of this. Absolute overwhelm. What's my problem? I have totally lost focus. I'm focusing on gifts, on buying plastic crap that they won't even use come March. I have totally lost the plot of the point of this season. This season is all about coming together as people. It's about building better friendships and goodwill. It's about going to ugly sweater parties. It's about coming together as a community. So I encourage you in your eggnog-induced haze to think about what should you actually be focusing on this Christmas. It's not gifts. It's not spending a whole bunch of money. It's about being around the people that you love and care about. To drive that focus into your holiday season. Okay, so we've established that focus is the first principle of success. But we understand too that successful people have problems. The difference is successful people focus on the solution. They don't focus on the problem. A really good example for my next point. I live in Mukilteo, and there's an established restaurant just down the hill from me. And COVID hit a couple of years back, and they shut their doors like everybody else. And I eagerly anticipated what they were going to do. You know, were they going to reopen? Were they going to go in the parking lot? They had a great day. They had a view of the water in Mukilteo. I thought, these guys are going to come back strong. They're going to be one of the first places to open. Months went by. Nothing. Nothing changed. The doors were always locked. I kept checking back. I was like, why is no one here? And what are these guys doing? And then probably a year had rolled by, and I walked past, and there was a sign outside of a chicken. And I was like, what's this got to do with fried chicken? Kaboom Chicken? They had rented their kitchen out to a fast food fried chicken sandwich chain. So rather than keeping with their core business, which was seafood, I guess, they've gone for a chicken sandwich. And they did this for a few months. And then finally, recently, they reopened their doors. But there's no one in there. Nobody's gone back. They're all confused about what they were actually trying to achieve with the fried chicken. On the flip side, there's a bar in Lake Stevens. It's already got mentioned this morning, but the Rustic Court. Let's have a look at what they did when COVID hit. Brand new business, still starting up, still getting going. But Kelsey threw open all the doors. She did everything she could to serve her community, to serve her customers. Out in the parking lot, built the patio heaters. She even was delivering wine before she started work. Send her a message on Facebook or whatever. She delivered wine. Kelsey went completely the opposite way. Kelsey put her focus on the solution rather than the problem. And what did Kelsey also do? She served. She focused on serving. Again, a lot of times we think, what can I get out of this? What am I going to get back? We want that instant reward for what we're doing. But in reality, if you want a reward from life, you have to up your level of service. I recognize, but if we look at something, maybe a bigger example, someone like Elon Musk, he recognized that the world needed electric cars. He recognized too that they had to be sexy and different and almost iconic in order to compete with all the established automakers. And that's what he's done. He recognized the customer need, and that's what he stepped out and served. Oh, Nightingale again. I keep coming back to him. I'm on a real kick right now, but he said, think of it in one hand as your service, what you give, and the other hand as a reward. Life will always balance you. However much you give, you will get back in a reward. And it may not be financial. Again, back to the worthy goal. It may not be money or dollars. It'll be a feeling. It'll be a life experience. It'll be something bigger. There's a great poem by Jesse Rittenhouse about, I asked life for a penny. And it finishes with this, I ended dismayed because what I realized is whatever wage I would have asked of life, life would gladly pay. It's quite a complicated thing to get your head around, but effectively, whatever you offer as a level of service, you will get back as a level of reward. If you're half-hearted about things, you'll get a half-hearted answer. If you go all in with all your energy, you'll get the best possible outcome you can hope for. It's a scale, it always balances. Another good way of looking at that is you reap what you sow. Again, an old proverb, but we all have the same plot of land, we all have the same opportunities. Successful people sow the seeds. They go out there and they serve, they put the effort, they put the energy in, and they get the reward back. You reap what you sow. It's hat time again. And I don't know what I could possibly teach an organization that has a motto, service above self, but we're going to talk about serving just for 1 second. I was chatting to my girlfriend the other night about coming to talk to you folks and talking about, you know, service of the community and seeing the wonderful things you guys do. And she said, that reminds me of Christmas Eves back home in Minnesota. And she said it would be 20 below and my mum would force us all to get in the car. We were absolutely freezing. And she'd drive us a million miles away and we'd have to go and deliver Meals on Wheels. And she said, and it really sucked because I'd rather just be home eating brie and watching Christmas movies, but Mum made us go around all these houses giving out Meals on Wheels. And she said what she realized actually later in life is that was a fantastic lesson. What a wonderful opportunity for her, someone who was very lucky in everything that she had, to go out and serve her community. And those opportunities are all around us this time of year. I'm sure you guys, like me, get 100 letters in the mail at this time of year from all these organizations that you've ever donated to, and some you never have, asking for money and donations. So again, about shifting the focus. At this time of year, I ask you to think about how you can serve, how you can better serve your community, rather than just focusing on self and what you can get. It's interesting too, this idea of service, because you could sit here and say, okay, Nick, my goal is to lose some weight, to get fit, to exercise. Who am I serving for myself? And I think if you take a step back from that, you go, well, actually, you're serving those around you. You're serving your family. By looking after your health, you're going to be here longer to support them. We saw it in the pandemic too, didn't we? By wearing a mask, by doing the right things, you are serving a wider community by not overloading our hospitals and our systems. So everything we want to do, everything we want to achieve, in a business sense, yes, it's a level of service, but also in a personal sense, think who you are serving. Okay, so we've got our second one, serve. Now the third one, I'll give you an example. As a company, we used to use UPS to ship all our packages, and they were great. The guy would stop by once a day, we'd ship stuff all over the US and to the UK, wonderful level of service, fantastic, they gave us a great discount, always very helpful. But as the years rolled on, they started doing less and less pickups, and they said, well, we'll just come 3 times a week rather than every single day. And then they went and lost one of our packages, very expensive piece of engine equipment for an airplane, and they lost it. And there was very little explanation, very little follow-up, very little service that we saw out of it. So we switched, went to FedEx. FedEx said, oh, we'll stop by twice a day. Well, they were offering us a greater level of service. Oh, we'll give you bigger discounts that we give our bigger customers. We've been with FedEx ever since. UPS, maybe in a number of years, screwed up once, but the level of service had gone. So our problem there is UPS didn't do the third thing. They didn't sustain that level of service. I talked about it earlier. Success is a progressive journey. It's a progressive realization. If you get to the peak, if you win an award as a realtor and stop, you stop being an award-winning realtor and you will fall back. You will fall back. People will overtake you. People will do a better job than you. People will up their level of service to beat you. In order to be successful in anything, you have to sustain the focus and the discipline that got you there in the first place. Think back to Michael Phelps. If he stops training, if he doesn't sustain his training program, he's no longer successful. He's no longer achieving. You have to sustain what you are doing. Now, how do we look at sustaining? What does that mean on a personal level? It's very easy in a business sense to say, oh, well, yeah, we'll just keep upping our level of service and building it. But what does that mean on a personal level? And there's a great quote I like, which is repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition is the mother of skill. Doing it over and over and over again. I believe everything in your life is a habit. Absolutely everything, from when you get up in the morning, to what you eat, to the people you engage with, even to how much you wave your arms around when you're talking. It's all a habit. So therefore it can be learned, but it can also be unlearned. Thank you. I've had that feedback a lot. But everything we do is a habit. How do we build habits? By doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what's the other great thing about habits? We have good habits, don't we, that we want to keep, but we have bad habits. We can break bad habits. It's really hard, but we have to do the same thing over and over and over again. How many of you have children? Again, delivering a sustained level of consistency as a parent is the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing, because you can go up and down, your day can fluctuate, but for your children, you're trying to deliver that consistent, sustained approach, and it's really hard. Over and over again, repeat it, build the good habits, build the successful habits that got you where you were. Okay, it's hat time. One last time. Sustain. What can we think of sustain at this time of year? My parents are hopefully, fingers crossed, coming to visit me for Christmas. They are due to arrive on December 22nd, pending various COVID tests and a mountain of paperwork. And I'm really excited. I haven't seen them in 2.5 years. We've been Zooming a lot, but that's not the same as, you know, hugging your loved ones and your relatives. One of the biggest challenges for me is over the last 2 years, we built a phenomenal relationship. It really has been repaired by the amount of engagement we've had. But again, I've made it a priority to have Zoom calls with them because I knew they were alone and isolated, and to really build and nurture that relationship. I'm excited, I'm apprehensive about the visit, I think. To be in a confined space with my parents for a long period of time is also difficult. But more importantly, I'm thinking about how do I sustain that? How do I sustain that rapport that we built into the new year? There was an advertising campaign in England that, I'm not sure if I made it over here, but a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. Do you have that phrase too? I'm not calling my parents dogs, but just because we're doing the right thing for a holiday, you have to then think about how you're going to sustain all this good stuff that you've done into the next year. So sustaining excellence is the third key to success. Okay, I'm going to recap very quickly. So we talked about our definition of success. Success is the progressive realization. It's a journey, not a destination. Success is also about a worthy goal. It's not about dollars. It's not about houses. It's not about cars in your drive. It's whatever is a worthy goal for you. To achieve that, we need to focus on it. Give it the daily focus it deserves. We need to serve. We need to think about what we're doing. We reap what we sow. What are we going to do to achieve this goal? And finally, we need to sustain it. Again, let's be boring. Let's be repetitive. Let's adopt these habits and grow and grow. The Christmas version of all of that. So we said we're going to focus on what's important at this time of year. It's not just about plastic toys. It's about the family around us. The service. It's time to serve. Service above self. Go out into the community. There's plenty of opportunities at this time of year. And finally, sustain. It's great to do this run up into Christmas and be excited, but how are you going to sustain that stuff through the following year? How are you going to continue to build on it? Just before I leave you, I want to mention a couple of things again about my level of service. There is a free workbook available online that goes with my talk this morning, nick-salmon.com/success. Go there, download the workbook, very simple summary of everything I've talked about today. Also, if you'd be willing to leave me a review, there is a code there to get you a discount on my new video training course that I launched earlier this month. But please go check it out. There's, like I say, lots of free resources on there. I'm a massive fan of all of this. There's everything you can have. I'm a massive fan of really giving back and helping people develop and grow in their own personal way. I want to leave you today very quickly with a quote from Galileo. He said, I can't teach a man anything. All I can do is help him find it in himself. And that's exactly what I want you to take away today. I can stand up here and flap my arms around and sell you books and courses and everything. But you have to find it in yourself to adopt these principles. You have to go out today and take action. You have to go and make these small changes, small shifts in focus. And I truly believe you will see fantastic results. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So as a thank you for your presentation this morning, we'll be making a donation to our Education Foundation.
Oh,
Exceeded
wonderful.
Education Foundation.
Excellent. Thank
In
you
your
very much.
name.
Thank you.
And
I
we
appreciate
appreciate it. Have a happy holiday. We'll see everybody tonight at 5:30 at Meatheads. Adjourned.
And remember to vote on what?
Michelle Boger, HaroldNet.com, in the people category, best real estate agent.
Also, I think you must have some books over here for sale.
I do have some books. They're $5 a piece, and there's a Venmo code there if anyone's interested. And then, as I say, please go check out the website. There's links there to my training program as well.
Do you have a regular job too?
I do have a regular job.
Are you
Yes.
at Boeing?
I have to run back to it in 25 minutes. I work a supplier to Boeing, so I work for Rolls-Royce and we supply engines to Boeing.
Awesome. In medical TF?
Yeah, well, Everett. Well,
Everett.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's play some books. You need to buy
So the book is the principle.
This one's blue,
And then, and then this one is a journal that you can fill out on a weekly basis to kind of adopt the principles of the book.
Okay, so what now? I didn't hear because I was getting my.
That's fine. So this is the base, these are the fundamental principles, and then the journal is something for 90 days to help you implement those principles.
Isn't that awesome?
It's so straightforward.
Which one is the different?
Oh my gosh.